Yes, not updated yet. Not updated yet. So not much will look different at the moment. It's still the same gameplay, still the same whatever. Cinco 10. Thank you for the 5 and 10. Nice fuel. That's there just to annoy you, I think. And then Sammy. 390 stream streak. That is ridiculous. Developer on Reddit said tonight is the update. Who said that? Because TMP devs don't use Reddit for that. They don't do that. I appreciate that. Big fan. Big fan. Doesn't bother you as much anymore? You like to point it out, as long as it doesn't bother you. Yeah. When GML? I don't need it. Not for me. No. Remember you, I do. Phantom, welcome in. Is that a triple trailer? It is. A lot of triple trailers. Yeah, you think of the roses. Okay. Not a ding dong pointing out. No. Why is it so laggy? Frame rate is because the game is not made for this many people, and if it's ping, then that's your internet strength and distance from the servers. The actual physical proper servers. Ooh. Got one already. I'm recognising it because of the white box bit at the front. Ooh, I know. Why are you using that, eh? Little bit empty. I don't want to jinx it, though. Fine, we'll go back to the service with them then. Fine. Shave editing. It's not how you spell editing. Remove trailer. Nice. Half amount of players, because a lot of players have had their games automatically update and they don't know how to downgrade it again. Or they do, but they've already launched their game in the new version and then they can't go back. So that is not the expectation I thought. But that's what that's what happens. Did you remove the trailer? That's what happens. Whoa! Well, we're kind of frozen here at the moment, so hope their game hasn't crashed. Is that them for their headlights? Could be them. Could be them. Damn it! Well, I'm not waiting here for whenever they come back. That was for the floaty part, yes. Those two trailers do not connect together properly. The Casbora DLC does not have any connectivity for more than one trailer. So people like to bodge it a bit. Flying trucks. That was not my intent, Brett, but yes, hang around. If this person returns, I highly doubt they would have complied with it. Well, maybe they have. Because, like this, they won't fit in the service properly, will they? Why are you still using 157? Because, there we go, TMP hasn't supported it yet. TMP is working on it. Bristow 3 streams, Jig, appreciate that. Brett, thank you for the follow. When? I don't know when. TMP does not give dates. SCS does not give dates until they know when the date is. TMP does not give a date for an update anyway. It's whenever the devs do it. Then they just push the update. So newer players to TMP will enjoy and pretty much take advantage of the fact that the duration isn't very long, really. It's only like a week tops now. Used to be a couple of weeks. God forbid they were around with 137 or whatever the version was where it took a month because of the new sound engine. And understandably troubleshooting rather, how to make that work. Imagine a month with no TMP update. Exactly. You hate the new UI? I think you'll get used to the new UI. At least a lot of the settings on it are toggleable. So play around with it. One of our driving sessions will definitely be reviewing that firsthand, because I don't like to comment on various things that I haven't used yet. You know? Like people asking me to compare, like the Hori wheel. Is the Hori wheel good? Don't know. Never used it. I've only ever used the Moser and the G29. Anything else is out of my scope of knowledge. Don't know. Or something that's floating. Oh, the triples. Interesting. From first glance, I mean, the map portion of it looks okay. It looks okay. The speedometer and various things. Knowledge. The speedometer kind of thing looks a bit... It's because I'm not used to having them split. But the minimap has a speed thing on it anyway, doesn't it? So you have two instances of what speed you're going on your screen. Mad at we? What do you mean mad at we? Not mad at you, Stephen. Triple flatbed. Depends on how they connect. If it is the container flatbed, without a container on it, then potentially yes. 1st of April is approaching. I don't know. Like this one, I think. If you have this just without the trailers on it, all of them should connect properly, so... Is that a new... It's one of the new... company livery things. Have to see what April Fools they want to add. Same with the game itself. I think only once so far SCS has done their own April Fools as well, and that was the one where they changed all the horn sounds to be their own voices instead. Edited livestock allowed? What, floating pigs, floaty cows? Depends. I think they're okay now. I think they're okay. The older models made them look a little bit weird, but now you have a bunch of pigs next to each other in a very organized line, that kind of thing. Need a few more variations of livestock trailers, I think. This trailer, I think, is also weird because of how it clips into the cab like that. So. EJ, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. If you do it correctly, yes. Some triples no, some triples yes. You see how the 158 City Road looks like? It is exactly the same because that update will potentially come in 159. 158 does not contain the CD revamp. No admin. You're saying you're not an admin. Why do you need to tell us that? You don't need to say that. 159, yes. Well, be prepared for it. If you've ever used... Oh, if you've ever... That wasn't me. If you've ever used Pro Mods and driven in that area on Pro Mods, that should give you a good example of what you might get for that update. Can you make money with the white van? I don't think you can do jobs with that because it depends on how it connects to the caravan. Some of them connect very weirdly to the caravan. The 1 month patron? No, I think it's the highest tier of patron that unlocks that. The gold badge. You've got a bronze, silver and gold. I think it's only the gold one. Which is 5+ a month. Parking there. Yes, parking in these are okay. Providing you don't cause a massive blockade trying to reverse into it or park at a weird angle into it. Same with the other one. Then it's fine. Version new, not yet. No, we are... We tier... Ooh. It's a lot of lights. I like that they've kept the colour scheme consistent though. Black and yellow everywhere. Yeah, we as TMP are still on 157 for now. Hopefully not for much longer. Uh-huh. Looks like yours, doesn't it? Almost. Just a little bit worse. Almost yours. So far so good. Haven't, don't want to jinx anything. We found the trailer, but sure, you should go back to Calais to find the, see if the person has rejoined. Oh, you were singing the song. My bad. Right. What must you do to be admin? You must apply on the website when it opens. Not what Mojito has said. Because Mojito's trying to be funny. come on, you lot, get by. You're in a VTC. Well, what's the problem with that? Now they can overtake. What a bad place to park it. Do I know the next DLC? Well, there's a handful that have been confirmed and are in progress right now. If you mean the next one that might be released. This is me spectating a random person that has the same ID. What do we hypothesize? You'll have Benelux first, obviously. Iceland, I think, people are speculating. For the DLCs. Iceland could be first on that. Then, the way they might do it is the UK rework. Followed swiftly by Ireland DLC. Because then the two areas will look consistent with one another. That's their aim, anyway. But again, you don't have a date until they've been through the entire structure of their releases. And then you have the trailer, which has a date at the end of it. For you to be 1000% sure. You can guess. But we don't know until then. TMB buses. That other coach, I think they're testing and trying to make work. It wouldn't be the same as the DLC coaches. So you'll end up having 4 coaches potentially to use. That'll be quite fun. Because I believe the one from the mod is a Mercedes coach. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the other ones are a Scania, a MAN, and a Volvo. It's a bit of variation, why not? It does look pretty good. They do look fairly detailed. I think the latest blog, one of them showed the Volvo, and that looks quite nice. So a lot of things coming. We don't know when the coaches are coming. No, we don't know that. I don't know when the TMP one is coming. I don't know when the DLC ones are coming. I do not work for SCS. And even if I did, I'm pretty sure there'd be some sort of agreement to not just tell you the entire company's plans. Because that'd be a bit much, wouldn't it? That'd be a bit much. Only in single player. Well, yes, I mean, the mod I'm sure exists already, just like the D-Bus one. Has anyone tried it then? Think you know, but you're not supposed to say. I would be nice if I did. I'd probably have given hints by now that, yeah, I do indeed know. But no, I don't. Would Greenland be ATS or ETS2? It is within the American plate, I think. Tectonic plate. So... But it comes as far as ProMods Europe. I don't know which plate it's actually on. It may not have been that. But there may not be too much trucking you can do in Greenland. How much can you do? 1 week vacation? No, we're not on 158 yet. No, TMP 157. Geographically, yeah.
Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Skunk! Thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Someone says on the radio the N-word. Yes, that would be pretty bad. That is worth the punishment. I'm on the telly. Tectonic plate map. Yes, because Greenland is closer to the North American plate. So it counts for that. Region-wise, different. We don't judge everything by the plates. They're rough borders, though. I'm pretty sure if they were to actually add Greenland, that would be far down the line, because you don't do too much there. There's not much going on there. Shared, welcome in. Multiple times he says the word. Okay, so if you have recorded it as a video, that should be pretty good to use then. For evidence against them. Look at Muffin. Iceland is pretty much in the middle. I think when I was thinking of things like that, it's closer to, well, Scotland, really. Then Greenland, then, you know, if you're going up and over, like on most flights. Not in a direct straight line, because that's dumb. There we go, we've basically done the check. Everything right now, the moment I load a report, something's going to explode somewhere. Someone's going to crash into someone else. For now, it's okay. We have a new name. Well, I will call you Finn now then. Welcome back. How's it going? We do need to check on that person in Calais. Maybe they've moved from Calais, I don't know. They had a... It wasn't the Sunrise paint job, but it was a Volvo with one of those other default-ish ones. You have to see. Mine? What? This is yours? I'll call you Finn. I'll just read out people, unless I know you personally or know you by some other variant of your name, I'll just read out what the name is. I think that's the easiest method to do. Too quick around the corner? No, not quite. How about over here? A bit of a jam over there. Possibly. Tio, welcome in. Riley, welcome in. Cool. Russian name. Eston, welcome in. Ben. Streets with the flowers again. Not 158. Nope. Not yet. The version is out. Go and try it, but if you wish to play TMP, you will have to downgrade back again. Did they took the corner too quick? No, you got bumped. But why did this one get it then? I didn't see anything. Nada. No, indeed, if people come in and they ask about the version, if you can help out and repeatedly say, not yet. Big-oo! 15 stream streak. Appreciate that. There we go. You wanted to build up the speed to go for the overtake? But, good save. Good save, though. It didn't really work. And then upon rejoining the road, rather nice, you would have crashed into this other one. Fine. I am a moderator of 158 of TMP, yes.
Where has the time gone?
52. I swear, every time you resub, it goes up 5 numbers or so. I swear it wasn't that high of a number for back then. But hey, 52. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Deserve the perma. A lot of scenarios deserve a perma, but sadly, no. Not for that. What was added? The main change that you'll notice in 158 immediately is the UI has changed quite a bit. You also have new garages, new physics. Remember that one? That was caused by the middle one. A bunch of other things. Read the blogs. This company is one of the only ones I'm aware of that does very, very active blog posts about what they're adding. New garages. Only ATS? I bet this one just does something back. That's probably what it is. Watch the entire thing. Then you'll soon find out. See? And then there's this. Ooh, that was close. And there we go, they do it again. So we'll have to watch from that one's POV. You can't wait for the update. We will indeed, definitely, spend some time in the update. Checking out all the stuff. So they wanted to go with them, of course. Yeah, the easier solution is to turn around, talk too soon, see? Oh no, how are you going to get on the other side? What's the solution? You go down a bit and then turn around, but the report will end by then. Can you just ask your friend? No, that's not how that works either. If I were to ask the dev would not have any he's not going to tell me a date, is he? It's whenever the dev is done with the update. Right, that was that one. He did get one for going the wrong way. This is in the UK, of course, if you haven't figured that by now. Very boring basic roads. Straight back to the start. Let me guess, they're not visible yet in the report. It's only from where the suspect is. There we go. Gotta wait until every mod you use updates as well? True. No, the others will get something. We'll need to watch it from their POV though. So now only look at this one. There is one right behind them. Oh, they will, just you wait. So there's our friend there. Hang on, is this not the right one? Or am I thinking of that one? I think there's more, there's both of these. It's this one that maintains the speed going around there. And then... Okay, that was their own silliness like that. I have a feeling that you weren't initially involved with it then, and you just wanted to zoom past everything. Didn't really break much, and then caused a bit of a problem. However... Hello, folk! Big fan! This is... Yes, this is the one from the very beginning. Okay, this one. You saw a lorry with the... That's the number, isn't it? I believe that is possible to do. You may have to have another grill underneath your main grill to give you more light slots to make that work. But I believe that's fine to make that number. There, they wanted to go through that little gap, I guess, between the two of them. That's not how that works. Unless you just wanted to target, I don't know, I'm just assuming. How many reports are actually true? Most of them. People are not going, well, a lot of the time you can't really tell if it's an actual fake report, like made purely for annoyance. Sometimes a report comes in and the person just genuinely isn't at fault. Nice. Yeah, this report is probably for fun. That's one of my most annoying reports to get. When there's just friends, but the friends are messing around with other people nearby. These two, for example. Maybe friends, maybe not. It is rather annoying to see that. No, would it be harder to fake a report on the website? Well, not really fake, like photoshopping or editing or anything like that, but just reporting the wrong person. It's probably fairly easy to correct it, isn't it? Do they do anything else? No, it just ends with that. So it's just these two who basically block and hit each other with others nearby. Because I'd assume the suspect isn't involved. And you've got the other two back there as well. Use fake videos. I'm not sure. If that is a problem, it's probably very uncommon. Yeah. There's the two main ones. And then the suspect. The other one, I mean, like the one that zooms around the corner and then tips over, they hit one of the ones that was already at fault anyway. Does that make sense? So rather more of an unintentional one, whereas the others are more intentional. They did. Sim 1, yes, on 157 for those joining in. 157, not 8. It's our trailer again. Save editing, which means this person is probably still here. It's easier to do that in real time. Are you still here? That would be funny to find out if they are not still here. They were just in the city, man. They were going this way as if they were going towards the port. Are you in the port now? But I want to... If they're still here and they're doing it in real time, then I just want to find them in real time. Doesn't that just seem easier? See, where do they end up at the end of the report? Let's just check that out. Okay, so they do go round. So then they're just further down here now. Come on. They're on the... there we are. See? They're on this bit. As we can see, these... That does not connect to anything. And the cargoes clip into each other a bit. Shave editing. Remove trailer. Looks connected. Yeah, what is Jesus holding it together? I didn't spell editing right. That is an annoyance on my behalf. I don't like when people don't spell professional things correctly. There we go. If they don't do it again. Now we wait. You see how far out the back trailer is? It's quite far. When will the update come? Hopefully soon. The new maps. The mini map is quite one pig. Quite the opinion splitter between people. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people, I think, haven't gotten used to it yet. That's all. Division, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. King, Goldie, AJM, Jerome with a gift. Lewis, welcome in. Yeah, he's got one pig on his trailer. Just one. There we go, they're gone. Trailer, cargo went, then the trailer went. Thank you for changing that. How easy is that, eh? Very easy. One pig. Hope he's alright. Hope you've got enough food for him. So now, that one isn't needed. Because that was that report. Would have been amusing if they did something else wrong and hit someone or overtook or Lord knows what, and then I just deleted it because that's not what I paid attention to. Wouldn't be the first time that I've unintentionally done that. The biggest company in-game, VTC-wise, I believe is one of the Chinese ones. But someone else, I think, mentioned a similar one that isn't Chinese. We looked it up last time. There's one that has quite a lot on Trucksbook. On the TMP site is probably one of the Chinese ones. With 1,000, 2,000 members, something like that. That's a lot. A single pig. Well, I mean, even if it was a line, you know. I don't know how you edit it to have only one. Then you have Prime and a handful of others which have about 1,000 and something. Learn to drive. This is not me. This is someone else. We are judging this person's driving, who is desperately trying to get back. They don't know the method of going up a bit further along the road there and then turning around. So they'll have to go all the way back. Because the gate here, which isn't visible in demos, if you were to see it, there is a gate here. It doesn't open in this direction, opens in the other one. Yeah. The struggle. The struggle. This would have been fine if you just managed to merge properly the first time. They were going too fast and wanted to cut in at the last minute. And they weren't able to. Here! You could have done it here! But no, you were going too fast. You missed your chance. There, too soon. You realized you would have hit someone. China team, 1,700. There we go. Thought so. Thought so. Why is no new beta? We don't support betas, and we're currently working on supporting the finished update. Because the 158 is out, it just isn't on TMP yet. You'll just have to wait for that. New update is not out for us. Go and play it on single player. There are barriers, but they don't show in the demos. So now if we real time, here's the gate they were trying to go through. Here's the wall they missed. And, you know, I don't know why they don't show. Bit annoying. Hello, 3V. Are you protesting, perhaps? Probably. You're just cutting in front of other people, huh? Don't do that. Hello, Johnny. They can use the beta. Yeah, the problem is the beta versions change quite a bit. I don't know how many mini updates they have during that stage. It's just a pain to try and support that, because then it requires everyone to be on the beta. We don't do a thing where you can support several versions at once and it doesn't matter which one you're on. That would be nice, but no, the entire game changes between those updates. No, it's not like Minecraft versions. You didn't stop in time, did you? Full speed down here, and they wanted to avoid the person turning. Probably. No brakes. Thankfully you stopped in time. Behead them? That's a bit much. Is this the one... this is the... yeah, this is the one we just did. They were banned for it. You're here now as well. Welcome over Division. Big fan. Appreciate the follow. Kovac, welcome in as well. To get you dinner? Enjoy dinner. A draft. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're... well, I don't know what it looks like. Do I look like the kind of person that devs? No. I can barely speak English, let alone speaking code. No, of course not. Shame on you people, can't make mistakes. It's not how this works. You've taken everything out of context. Person did make a mistake, but it was an intentional one because they were being negligent. The term negligence is in between accident and incredibly on purpose. A genuine accident is often noticed. Hopefully. Blocking because you didn't turn, yeah? Because you just sat in the road. You were confused. This is how they went flying, by the way. That's what happens when two people leave at the same time. And then they leave the ghost box and then they join the ghost box again. So they wanted to turn that way, but again, if we go back to real time where the demos are actually visible, as you can, the barriers, you can see you cannot turn down that way. So they were very confused because I'm assuming their map was telling them to do that. It's not that bad. Oh, another bomb. Hako, welcome in. So just be careful with that. Take your time. Flying Sim 2. I appreciate it. How you doing? How have you been? You were getting banned for... you were banned for getting in the incoming lane because your camera glitched and you couldn't see. That is something for the appeal if you haven't already. I'm just trying to picture that. Mama Bear, yes, I am. What you're looking at is what TMP mods do in-game. It's quite fun. But editing-wise, editing was quite good. I sorted out a bunch of videos. The long-form video, of course, which goes out tomorrow. A handful for me, handful for others. Clearing up a bunch of downloaded random files and VODs. Clearing up the timeline in the editing as well, because I put all the videos next to each other, at least for short anyway. Space them out by every few minutes. It's a mess. So, I was low on space and I needed to focus on it, because every one of these streams is recorded anyway. Regardless of whether something happens, it's... then I go through them and, you know, splice bits out. Benelux, not yet. People are rumoring that it will be in 159. So So after this one. You saw a car crash. Are the people okay from the crash? When will ETS 3 come out? It won't. The joke is that ETS 3 is the equivalent of doing truck driving in the real world and recording it, because it has super duper realistic graphics. Xbox release? Not yet. It will, but not yet. It is in progress. It's not just a yes or no. Been waiting. I know you have. A lot of people have been waiting as well, and some people have been very annoyingly impatient about it. Some others have been decently patient about it. Buy a PC. Sadly, not everyone can do that. Certain PC components are a bit expensive right now. But it will bring more audiences to the game to play on a new device. Good save. Do you realize what you did though? Brick band with van. Oh, blink. Indicator. What, you were already in this lane, and then you change lane as they merge, so now you'd see them next to you. How did you not see them next to you? I thought that was the whole point in you being in that lane in the first place. They were in this lane, then both of them merged this way because of this one. Did you not check to see that there's another one? No, look, see, you did move over. Is this the whole object permanence thing where you see them to begin with, and then when they're out of your line of sight, they just don't exist anymore? RAM is expensive, yes, because it's used on AI slop. And unfortunately, it will continue to be used on that AI slop. In his blind spot, well, that's why you need to check your blind spots. Look around you. Quite a lot. Now, I'm sure that impact was not the intent they wanted, but that's the thing where you still need to check. That's not a complete, genuine accident. Because how do you, they were there. And you for a freaking month, Dom. Maybe it was me, maybe it was someone else. I'm not the only admin. If I was the only admin, none of your reports would get done. Because, you talk a lot and say nothing. Maybe you're not listening or not knowing what I'm talking about. Blind spots. Check your blind spots. Person is merging from the highway. You can see their dot on the minimap. If you have the minimap turned off, you need to focus on your actual surroundings. That's an optional feature. If you have the minimap on, you will see their dot. If you don't, look around you. That's the kind of thing. DDR3 RAM is cheap, yeah, but it's also slow, isn't it? It's not as good. DDR4, yeah, DDR5 is the stuff. Yeah, it's DDR3, they're not all the exact same. If there were a translator, I'd understand that, yes. Sadly, I do not speak any other languages. So, some people are missing out. And I don't know how good a translator plugin would be, because sometimes when I speak quickly, no one knows what I'm saying. So not even me sometimes. I have genuinely had a few moments where I go back to caption the piece in question, and I don't know what I said because I said 3 words at the same time. So I ended up not using that part. And I don't want to do that. I cannot understand myself, no. Have you ever written something down just in general, whatever it might be, and you can't read your own handwriting? It's the same thing. Same thing. Anything under 50 seconds? What do you mean under 50 seconds? For a video? Depends on how long it takes to showcase what's going on. As long as you have a bit before and a bit after. Don't start the video on the impact. Exactly, Snooper. And I'm trying to slow myself down to be a bit more clear with it. That is the goal, because you sound better, and not that I'm trying to sound more powerful, but in certain situations you sound more sophisticated and powerful if you speak slowly, and you have pauses in between your words. Are you the owner? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Jed? No, I'm not. You don't need to spam it. How do people drive vans? You can buy them the same way you buy a car. If you look in the truck dealer, you'll find the car, the 2 vans, and then all the trucks. That's how. It's the AV. That was close. Alternate vehicle. Guess you're too slow, mate. Come on. You got beaten by Felix. Why there is a driver who is cheating and still allowed to play? Probably because they haven't been reported yet. For it. Cheating, if very obvious, needs to be reported. Because we don't have eyes everywhere. Would be nice, though. You have reported him twice. What types of cheats were they doing? What sort were they doing? In-game report or on the website? Website would be a bit more beneficial for it not to expire. They declined it. Interesting. Knowing where admins are. Ah. I think that's one of those things where it's more of a one of those malicious tools, but not worded as a cheat in the same way. I don't know. I have heard of that tool though. Thinking to downgrade as long as your profile hasn't fully been loaded in the new version yet. Kaboom. If you have a previous save or something like that. Now that was mild, because the only part they actually did was the bump around the corner. The light was green, but they just couldn't wait for about 3 seconds. It's still dumb though. That's still dumb. That's one of those exact scenarios where that's not worth a kick because it's a bit more, but it's not worth a hefty ban because it was only a little bump. I can't verbally warn them because that doesn't exist. Is the bus still in it? No, the D-bus not anymore. It's in single player, it's just not supported on TMP. Not at the moment. Wi-Fi is slow. What have you done? Have you broken it? Usually it's fine, isn't it? For collision? No, no. Wouldn't work like that. See, this is a Felix thing, but I don't think Felix is in favor of that. Because that looks stupid, doesn't it? You like that? Any vehicle, regardless of how it looks, as long as it's in your color, yeah? Look! The wheel thing, man. They've done the wheel thing. Well, no. Exactly. Joe, welcome in. Sup? OMG's Mix, how you doing? 2 green. Ah, little bit like slightly the wrong shade, eh? He knows what his shade is. Nice. How do you think the guy had a pig? I don't know how he has just one pig. I know that people can edit the trailer because the livestock and the trailer are 2 different entities, so you just remove the trailer part. I don't know how you remove all but 1 pig though. That's strange. Nice, Felix, well done. I was wondering where's the 4th one. Someone's engine is fully on. Can't see your money without going to the menu? Well, if you're not too bothered by that. I mean, technically in the real world you can't either, can you? Unless you bring up your wallet. Or your phone with your bank account on it. That's a bad place to park. That's not that bad though. Oh, you said it before? Oh. Bit of a delay on it. There is a bit of a delay on it. No, I think someone else reported them, unless for going through the green light, there sort of thing, but then you would have to wait. It's probably for that. The one furthest from where you're intending on going is the one that has to go second. Obviously. That's how that works. TMP has not updated to the newest version yet, no. Let's go back to Calais for a sec. Because I'm BRB. For a moment. It has the biggest delay, yes. I don't know why they're trying to verify their messages or something like that. Let's watch this intersection because it's a mess. You'll see a blurred version of it, but, you know. You are able to drive with us, yes. We're doing some driving tomorrow. I don't know whether the game will have updated by then or not, but we'll still do some driving because if it has updated, there's a new World of Trucks event to do, and if it hasn't, Nordic. Because I don't know if you can do the Valentine's jobs in 157. Who knows? Did you spot anything? Did anyone crash behind the blurred screen? How's it going? Big fan. He's back! Run! Get back here, damn it. What are you doing? Okay. We good. There's more of a green over there. That's different. It's not the same. Okay. Tow truck. AO van blocking the road. Well, at least it wasn't you. That's fine. You're excited for the buses. The buses will be interesting. Just think about all the possibilities, all the destinations you'll be able to go. We will use them. Bus convoy, I'm sure there'll be loads of them. Cobra, welcome in. Hello, tow truck. How you been? How you doing? Yeah, the electric trucks, we're not sure about those either. They are working on the infrastructure for that, for you to be able to charge them. They're in the game, but you can only have them as quick jobs right now. There are mods on the Steam workshop to allow you to buy them as if you own them. So if you find that mod and you make it work, then that's your method. Yeah, you can't natively, is that the word? Like normally do that? You have to use a mod for that. This is where these walls would be. I wish we could see them in the demo. It's a bit silly to see it like that. So no, they're not on the wrong side of the road. Yeah. Sure. Focus trying it. Oh, you got beaten to it. Oh dear. Yes, we had buses. We had a bus. We had the D-bus. They were working on another bus, and then you will also be able to have coaches. Eventually, official coaches. The battery lasts one CD run. Yeah, but how much are you flooring it through that one CD run? Finn, you're screaming at him, man. Stop screaming. How is this a problem? What was wrong with that? The one that left the industry maybe took a weird angle. Like that. Time of day and activity, exactly. Gonna get some sunflower seeds. Enjoy. And then this other one, well, you are meant to yield there. The dealer. What about it? Are you the van that's parked in the dealer? Someone doing a weird crash in the background. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend 110 either. Mainly because the corner near the, what I'll call the Rotterdam part, the Netherlands part, is not meant to be taken at that speed. Still 157, yes. City of Calais right now. Not too sure what they were trying. Hopefully not trying to park here. It's just a bad idea. Reports. We do review them out of the game, Milo, but you will not be seeing them on this stream. We don't do web reports on stream. Would be nice, but we don't do that. Best truck. Best is subjective. That's up to you. What do you define as best? Most powerful? That would be the Scania and the Volvo. Best looks? Well, that's up to you. That does make me wonder, though, if I was to finally answer all the questions of what is your favorite this? Because so many times people ask me what my favorite question... They ask me what my favorite thing is, my favorite DLC, and I'm like, I don't know, really. All of them were quite good. And I sound stupid. So... What's your favorite DLC? Great question, Jay. It's up to me. Favorite truck, Scania. Favorite DLC, I'll narrow it down to a blend of Nordic Horizons, Greece, and technically counts as 2 other DLCs, but the tiny islands off of Italy. One of them is French, one of them is Italian. Both have very nice, very windy roads on them. You're welcome. Ask me whatever my favorite of anything else is. Let's just rattle some of them off. I want to answer these questions. The Scanias have the screen mirrors? Maybe in the next version of that, I don't know. That ding was me hitting the bottle bottle. Favorite Scania? The next gen R. That's the one I'm using at the moment. There isn't really much of a difference, but I'm using the R. Particularly the 770 is what mine has. This is impressive. You had no need to do that other than I didn't want to slow down. Favorite sim wheel? Well, I've only had the experience of 2 wheels, and at the moment the more preferred one is the Moser wheel. Yes. Corporate answer. I cannot confirm nor deny the goodness of the Hori because I haven't used it. Why not using the S? Because when they first came out, for some reason I bought the S first, then bought the R. I believe it was because one of the paint jobs at the time didn't work on the S? I don't quite know.
70 years, no way.
70 years, Charlie. How you doing? How you been, hey? Well, welcome back. Big fan. Favorite word? That one, as of right now, is not sure because there are a handful of words that I say in a funny way, and we say them a lot on the stream. So I'm not too sure. Coconut Quarry? Not later. No. So this was... Going through the fuel station isn't technically bad overtaking. It's only when it becomes you hitting someone else on the way out. But this was particularly bad. So then they could add up because they just didn't want to slow down throughout the entirety of that. Killer, well, welcome in. How you doing? No, that is not me. Absolutely. To those joining in, that's not me driving. That was me looking at a report on someone else. Which is what we do here. Reckless? That is Reckless, yes. TMP does not have 158. Not yet. Hopefully this week. Sometime this week. ATS. I've tried ATS. Not ATS 2. Yes. Very good game. Very nice. Need some other favorites. Favorite this, favorite that. Could be game related, could be not. Some of these that I want to give a definitive answer to because then I can compile them all into a video. Favorite road. The Alps road is up there. That's a pretty good one. There is a road we also did a video on, which is in the West Balkans somewhere. I'll show it after this report. It is a very long section that technically may go over 2 or 3 sections of road, but is beautiful because of the scenery there. Favorite ice cream? Chocolate or chocolate mint? Of any sort. Yes, I am a mint choc fanboy. I like me mint choc. But I mean, if that's not available, then, you know, there's probably a few others. Welcome in, Seymour. Sorbet, I don't think I've had much of it to give a proper taste, because I would go with... I just said the ice cream. That is the ice cream. I mean, mint chocolate bar is also nice as well. This is very uneventful. Favorite position Valentine's Day? Being alone in my chair. That's the sad realization, my friend. How is your Valentine's Day? Literally any other normal day. That is all it is. It is just another day. Is it raining? It has been on and off today, yes. There it is. Thought Lisa cooked food. She did, and it was very nice. Yes, she makes some really nice things. Showcases them on Instagram. You know what I did? Work night shift. That's the realization, man, of the... That's what happens. So let's just hang on. Let's actually pay attention there. Okay, it was the suspect, yeah, because you just didn't maintain your speed. Unintended one then. In this case, who's at fault? It is the suspect's fault by going a little bit too far out of their lane on the corner. Their speeds aren't too different, but clearly one of them can maintain their lane, the other one cannot. So, right, the road in question. The road in question is all the way down here, and I believe it's this one. All of this. All the way up there, all the way up there, and then we ended up in this industry over here. So if I go to Pristina. Hold on a minute. Favorite trailer DLC pack, Crone. Because of the designs on them and the fat wheels that come with the Crone pack. That's an easy one. This. So I'm just going to skim through it, but oh no, this way, all the way up, all the way up. Sort of a rally circuit, all the way up, all the way up. You already get the idea. This just looks insane. This is all one road. It's lovely, lovely road. All the way down there. I'm already losing where I am. Down here. And even at the road level, there you got the mountains in the background. You got the nice village. Beautiful. Lovely. So I think that is one of my favorite roads overall in the game. Favorite secret road? I don't know of too many really good ones other than the one that is in the middle of Burn that I keep talking about. This one's quite nice. Because you go through an arch at some point, past some flowers, things like that. That's quite nice. Wasn't there another one in Greece somewhere that was quite good? This island is quite fun. Where was it? You got this area here by the port of Kalamata is quite nice. The islands are quite nice. What happens if you go to single player, TP to a roof and join TMP? You'll probably be teleported off the roof because you're not supposed to be there. If you can get to somewhere by teleporting that's out of bounds, then no. Yes, a lot of grey roads. We need to finish a lot of those, yes. Hello, Felix, again. Hello, Ennoble. I meant Ennoble first, but, you know. Grey. What else? What do you define as an Indian road? You mean the traffic or you mean the road surface? I think most of the road surfaces are better than in the real world because this game does not simulate potholes. It simulates bumpy roads, but not potholes. I gave you a second hello? I did. What else? Favorite island? Favorite island? These. So when I went through the favorite DLCs, one of these is, I'm guessing this one is the French one, this one is the Italian one. Could be the other way around. But the makeup of them, other than a few little highway bits, is majority country road, and it is very bendy, very windy. Very nice. Me like. Where are you ending? My vehicle is in Rovaniemi, if you want to go and park there. I'm not the one that's moving. This is someone else that's moving. It's not me. Next drive will probably be from there. Do I know when it comes out on console? No, I do not. Polls. Yeah, for now you can just simulate and turn on the bumps feature. Be careful if you have a low bull bar, because I think when that feature first came out, I tried it out and my bull bar kept hitting the road as well. So I turned that feature off. What country is that? Finland. Sort of top middle of Finland. They better put potholes in the UK. They better also put multi-coloured roads, of where they fill in one area and it's just a different coloured and then they slowly wear out over time. Some beige bits, some fresh tarmac, some grey, some generic concrete. Do not make it all the same. Yeah, the sections of the M25 that are concrete. When you drive over them and you've got like a ch-ch-ch-ch-ch sound effect. What version? Temp 157 for now. That's technically both. Like the van is slowly going left, but it's because they've been squeezed further into their own lane by the truck, who's just going straight ahead and doesn't follow the little bend in the road there. Probably not noticing the van is there. They moved a tiny bit to the left. No, nothing to avoid the crash, but I'm assuming they would have thought they could just squeeze through if both are going in a fairly straight line. Well, you realised it, you know? You did that. Can I check your ban appeal? When I have time, if I'm the one that banned you. If I'm not the one that banned you, whoever did ban you will eventually check it. How do you know it's assigned to me? But if it is mine, then yes, off stream. Not now. And Chuck's blind spot. Again, no, those two weren't banned, I just deleted it. It's been 72 hours, then it's not mine. Or you just haven't checked to see maybe I did respond. That was me then? Oh yeah, you're assuming that I ought to take ages to respond to all my appeals? How dare you? How dare you? I believe there are more than one persons in the team that have K in their name as well. That wasn't, but that works. Sure, man, sure. When going on the CD route, what city should you start in? That's up to you. This is the Calais direction. You stand slightly more of a chance of getting out of Calais than you do getting out of Duisburg first, because Duisburg you have to battle the bridge. Basti, thank you for converting your sub. There's no alert for that, because I guess there isn't just one that's set up. It's really annoying. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate that. Fempton, welcome in. Undefined, is that what it says up there? Yeah, it's just, it's a thing that happens. Because you're not paying anything, I think. I don't know when it gets set up. It starts billing you from when the sub would expire. Something like that. CD Road getting removed. It is not getting removed, it's getting revamped. The majority of it is getting revamped. You'll still have kind of Calais to Duisburg. You'll just have a bunch of other towns, nice, in between. Recognise the name. Fempton has joined us for drives. Is that where you recognise? He's been in stream before. Moist, hold on a minute. You saw yourself, hopefully not as the suspect. That, I think, was the car. But then again, were you actually pushing them over? The traffic jams will be different. It is this. But you see how the car just sort of tries to sort of still push past them? That's exactly the same thing as what happened on the bridge, where it kind of gets both. One for completely not merging correctly, and the other one for sort of thinking you can squeeze through it when you shouldn't really do that. Oh, pink. More pink. More pink. Purple. A lot of people will move somewhere else. A lot of people will also complain, thinking that we are the ones that have redone the road, and therefore they think they're going to hate us and just leave TMP. Not us. So we're just speculating on the outcomes because we don't know the actual outcomes. Car would already be in the correct lane, technically. Do I know Tuna? Yes, I do. They are another staff team member. They also do videos, gameplay videos on this. I do more talking videos. What are the favorites? Did anyone else ask what a favorite of something and I didn't answer it? What else? How country? That country was France, wasn't it? That was still in the Duisburg, Calais part, right? Europort. Europort will be slightly larger, I assume, because the real world Europort is huge. It's one of the largest ports in Europe, if not the largest, isn't it? But it still won't be to scale. What's up, Jacob? Big fan. Favorite language to learn? Favorite one of the few I learned in school would have been German. Because I did German and French at the same time. And I definitely preferred German. Favorite truck? Scania. It's been a Scania for as long as the Scania came out. Guten Abend, ja, sehr gut. Favorite cheese? That I'm not sure of. As long as it's not the plasticky texture American style cheese, whatever that one is. The one that looks weirdly very, very glossy. I'm not, I haven't had a cheese board to go through all the types of cheese myself. Also not blue Stilton, because that's the one that looks like it's moldy. And that probably puts me off. Ever driven a Scania? In real life, no. Favorite cold meat? Not sure about that one. You'll find I'm still pretty not sure about most food preferences. Why cold meat specifically? Day 70 of better performance. It will be coming to console, we just don't know yet. You may go up to day 100, who knows? That was a lag related stutter. Salami. Salami's okay. I remember doing some school cooking and using chorizo. I think that's how you say that. That's the first and I think only time I've had chorizo. Favorite American meal? Of the few specific American meals I've had, I remember going to In-N-Out once during my only time I've been there, and that was okay. It was basically the same as a normal average burger chain burger. I haven't had a variety of distinct American foods. You prefer the man in real life? That's fine. Hello, Bruno, big fan. Why is it not out yet? Because they are working on it. We suspect, probably not correct, but I wonder if they are having a problem with the UI. That looks so bad in how you've done that. Because they've got the lower half, that's from the man here. This lower part is from the man. Not good. Du bist ein Hamburger? Ja, of course. Atis, welcome in. A lot of people like the UI, but a lot of people also don't like the UI. I think a lot of people also are quick to say they don't like it. Like when we first saw it, there was a lot of, ooh, kind of a strange, like, not sure about that. But I wasn't a distinct love it or hate it kind of thing. Because change can look weird sometimes. You can merge them if you edit them. So that component from that vehicle, nice. Great job. They also have a see-through part. I've just noticed that. They are missing the steps on their vehicle. But I wouldn't consider the steps to be a vital part. I mean, sure, it helps you get into your vehicle, but it's not like the engine. The rest of it is not too bad, I guess. It's just very bad editing, though. Why do that? They're probably going to blame the others for being too slow or something. Don't have a Wendy's? I don't think we do either, do we? We have Five Guys and things like that. They've come over. Is this 158? No, Juice, it's not. No, it's not. Sadly not. Soon TM indeed. That's the fun thing about our updates. It's the devs that work on it, and then when they're done, they will push the update. That's it. Copium. Copium as a meme, how to describe it very easily. This is the same one as before. Are you parked here, though? That is not a good place to park. You are still in the road. Copium is, if you have a particular mindset on something and you're really hopeful for that, maybe to a slight deluded level, I think that's what copium is. So, thinking, oh, the update's going to be this is absolutely going to happen, there's no way it's not, that would be copium kind of thing. Because your hopium is another one as well. You cope with the thought that you have. Something. I don't know. Don't confuse it with the bird. Turkey now officially named itself the Turkish spelling of the word, so you don't call it Turkey anymore. It's like Turkiye. Technically, right? Or not. Good job. Officially, yeah. Remember when that happened? That was very interesting. Still basically Turkey. No, it doesn't really matter. No. How come Duisburg became busiest? When traffic reached the end of the city road. Because it goes from Calais and it goes all the way along and it ends up in Duisburg. That's how Duisburg just got populated. Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, I remember that. Ivory Coast is just the English version of it, isn't it? Were you in the traffic or were you cutting through the traffic? So hang on, the blocking one we've done. This one. Admin? Oh, you were in the traffic. But then you just decided at some point to not. Maybe because they wanted to go straight on. Europort, yeah, useless traffic. Maybe 1 day ban, a 2-hour ban perhaps. Ban for dinner. Hopefully they didn't merge thinking any one of these people in the other lane is intending on merging at the other end. Because no, this is a usable lane. It's not related to that. There, like, you, of all the times you chose to merge out, that was just terrible timing. Really, really bad timing. Bridges. Does ATS have bridges? That seems very weird as a concept in ATS. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Formerly Port Elizabeth. Nice. Okay. Nice. Many of them do get timed out, sadly, yes. Fran will come in. Lucas. Eric's. Yeah, you continue. Yeah. This other lane, because technically speaking, these cones that don't show in the demos, once you're out of the main lane, you can merge back, but a lot of people merge back here, so that you're definitely out of the way. Basti, I understand that. You've got to pay attention. Wouldn't that be distracting, though? I've mentioned this before, where if you're playing whatever game, and you're watching a video of someone that is also playing the same game, you have double the amount of sounds that don't correlate towards one another. You're hearing engines that aren't yours and they're not near you, that kind of thing. Wouldn't that be distracting? Hey, if you crash, that's on you, though. That's not on me. That's fine. That's the same one that was blocking before. Depends on the game. Yeah. I would just have random videos going at some point. Yeah, realistic audio, not really. If you were playing COD or Battlefield or something and also watching someone else play it, or maybe you're playing with a streamer who's also playing it, then you've got double the amount of bullets, and that's confusing, yes. It means cannibal. Interesting. I am one of them, Romeo, yes. There's a large team of moderators. 351 or 352. Why?
Huh?
Nice. Oh, the zoom just after that ended. That would have been good. The Infernal, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the follow. Killer one gun, it. We are within the city speed limit here. How is this going to conclude? Blocking because you're going too slow, perhaps? Somehow? I wonder if it was this. Because this is the one that turned around. Right? Yeah. What were they blocking? Because here they are. With all the time warps. I think I did have... there is an old video, I don't know if it's still public or not, where I had a compilation of those. Because I still have a folder of screenshots, which I go through every now and then, and I set my Discord picture to them. FA Cup. Ooh. Here, you're just next to each other. How is that blocking? Nordic Horizons, beautiful locations. The very, very top. Honning's something, something, something. Head all the way to the top. All of it is very nice, yes. But aim to go all the way to the top. Spend your time on as many country roads as you can. The Norwegian coast is very nice. That's why I think it's one of the top DLCs. Someone one day, maybe we can do that one day, needs to make a updated DLC tier list. Because all the other DLC tier lists don't include Nordic yet. So they need to be added there. And I've never done an actual tier list on stream. You know, the actual site where it goes S, A, B, C, D, so and so. Imagine ETS2 had bikes. That would certainly save a lot of space. Can you imagine a convoy of bikes? Quite a small convoy, wouldn't it? Kind of a camping holiday kind of thing. I am standing, yes. Why? Favorite city? It is very nice. Because of the not memorial, the thing that you can go and see and take a picture of. How can you stand 2 hours in a row? If you were to watch the stream in a very high speed, you'll notice that over the time, I'm just doing this. Because every now and then I'm adjusting my balance, moving my feet, so it'll look like I'm just doing this. for 2 hours. I'm not standing perfectly still. You have to move around. I'm also standing on the sort of bit of a blanket, so it's softer. On top of the carpet. Metal detector and search for stuff at the beach. Go for it. That was... You didn't really slow down in time there. Again, you know, a balance board. Need to get a treadmill, don't I? So you just constantly see me doing this. Get my 10k steps in. Every band you increase the speed by like 0.1. Yeah, I sit when I drive, obviously. My God. For the moderation stuff, I stand, because I don't stand too much during the day anyway. I have a standing desk. I want to use my standing desk. When I drive, of course, I'm sitting down. I can adjust the height. I have like a normal seating height, and I have a driving seating height, which is a little bit lower. You wonder what the next TMP map change will be? Well, the next one that we will have would be the Benelux tweak. I know that's not done by us, but it will impact us quite a bit. Specifically TMP, I'm not too sure. WS did gaming vids? Oh. I've seen a few streamers, they like to milk the idea of walking on a treadmill. I think I've seen some stupid clips be posted around of just content farming where they have large upper regions, of course, and they're walking on a treadmill. Easy content. Bopping from side to side. Hey, it's good exercise. I've also seen, niche in a way, but the creator Bishu, I think he's called, he does music stuff. He also does a beat battle thing with his audience. When they take a sample, they make edits out of it. He shows his one first and plays his one first. While he's doing that, his community makes their own edits. And when they listen to those edits, he walks on the treadmill or things like that while they're listening. So that's a good way of combining the two together. Some of them are very funny. Particularly, I think, well, I'll need to link it in the Discord. One of the latest ones was the worst drop. So you have an incredible build-up for any genre, and then it's just fart sounds, I think was one of them. Literal fart sounds. You would have been the innocent one there, given that the other person, I think, that cut you off. But why did you just not slow down? What was up with that? This one. They both slowed down a tiny bit. This one decided to not do that and cut through the fuel station. That's why cutting through the fuel station is annoying. TMP is free to play, yes. This. They thought they were just through the gap. No, that's not how that works, no. Maybe in a car you would have been. Come on now. Come on, man. Napa, that's a nice message. Storm, welcome over the Storm Boy raid. How's it going? Hadmin to Hadmin. How was it, hey? Any stupid stuff? What did you see? What happened? Welcome in, peoples. We are slowly going through our reports. I now need to do 1 in 1 times because that was redeemed by Kilowatt. Fuel station needs an edit. Well, it's nice that you have a gradual in and out of the fuel station. You can't really force people not to do that unless somehow you do the same city region when you enter us into a city and you get a lower speed limit. Think of it like an F1 pit lane. So you enter that area and you're immediately forced to 60. But then, on the way out, I don't think you'll have enough space to pick up speed again to merge properly. Mostly quiet? Yeah, I think it is noticeably quieter because a handful of people have updated. And they're not with us, sadly. Just have to watch the outcome of this one. Just see what happens. Is there work time? It is a volunteer role. You pop on whenever you can. It would be nice if there was some, you know. No, the entire project is a volunteer thing to keep the servers going. This is a very good report for this. What company? I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. Need to get a closer look on that. What was that? You see that? Landed. Well, kind of. Not really. Cabby, appreciate the follow. Big fan. Welcome in. Do you know the reason for the removal of the old Duisburg? The original one was a very small city. We upgraded it because for this amount of traffic flowing through it, it was not sufficient enough. So then you had a version... That was it! That was it. You had a version made by us, which was nice because it was dedicated for the TMP players. So one way in, one way out, and they were completely split. Then it got remade when the rest of Germany got remade, so now it looks like the real world city, which of course was not with us in favor, because why would it be? So yeah, now you just have to deal with that. Sadly. No need for it to change in the future. We've added a few signs, tried to split the lanes up. I'm amazed how that didn't... They immediately went, whoa, and then back up again. How did that not... Physics is quite something. Physics is that going to be a thing? Well, the new physics engine mainly focuses on bumps, so your truck should sort of bump a bit more properly on uneven terrain. I think that's the previews they were showing, because each wheel moves independently. That sort of thing. Newton is rolling in his grave. He is. You believe you got banned when you were AFK? It may have been you went AFK, but it was from a report previously. Like, all of these are technically in the past. This is 2 minutes ago now. So, it might have been a situation like that. And is that person still... Okay, I was going to say, no way is that one. You've done it again. So you're just protesting then. Engine stopped. That's the exact same spot. Blocking. Second warning. My guy, that's not a parking spot. That's a lane. Remember that. This guy. Has he done that before? That's the second time I've TP'd him for blocking in that exact spot. So that's not his second warning then, is it? It's probably his 10th. Yeah? F in the chat for them. Well done. You saw him do it earlier. Well, well. Hello, XP. Welcome in. Mini, welcome in. Just having a bench. Well done. Well done. Now... Well, hang on. How do they do it then? They, because they come down this way. Not sure what that was. So they have to leave the city again, do all this kind of stuff. And then... all the way down that way, and then somehow U-turn. Or they just load a save, I don't really know. Of course something happened when I looked away though. But already been reported, of course it is. Is this the same thing? Yes. Yeah, Jim, your ban, whoever banned you, they will eventually get to the appeal. In the case of if it was me, for example, I'm not looking at any of them until after the session because this is still in real time. So some of them may have already appealed. so they can wait a bit. So there they are, they're there. They're there. This is just before the situation. Damn it. Never mind. TMP is not updated yet, no. Oh yeah, we're still waiting on that. Are they going to do it again? At least in my case, if I see them do it again, then you can ban them for it because they've done it several times, and then I can splice them together. Can I show you? Show you what? You specifically, or show... What am I showing? You can see yourself. Naughty, naughty. Company you're in, yes. The N something. Norse Rail. But the service is over here, so it doesn't matter where you are in the starting city, because the job might be from here, somewhere else, you know. Could be any of them. Grab the trailer. Yeah, I'm still there because I haven't needed to drive. I haven't driven since. We could have done a Thursday driving session, but that one I didn't stream for because I needed to sort out videos. So I haven't moved since last Tuesday. Yes. Todd from Coronation Street. That comparison I haven't heard of before. Is it the hair? Is it the face shape? No, a lot of these, like, they may say, oh, you look like this, but maybe it's for only one particular feature. Like, you may have the same sort of jaw shape or something. It's not a complete... I don't really want to see my doppelganger, because that will look really weird. HTTP. Control F9. It used to be just F9. So free cam to the ground, control F9. They added that because on Convoy, I think F9 brings up the quick response or some crap like that. So they don't want to have two things do the same thing. Mehmet, I was a community manager in 2023 or something like that. That was quite fun. But then I voluntarily went back down to this role, because I wouldn't have been able to maintain both things. F9 is chat. True. Yes. Remember when we had chat and the rest of the UI stuff separate? That was fun. What do I think of the update? I have not updated yet. I've only seen it in the form of pictures. I've not used it. He did step down. No, they're making up the joke that, like, oh, I did something really bad and I was, like, booted down. He won't believe you, XP. He won't believe you. Tucker sick. Wait, pink. Landon, because you're learning about the game, okay, here's another thing you need to learn. This wheel setup is a no. That's all you need to know. Just no. Whenever you see that, no. It's called an 8x4. And the majority of people that use it do not use it correctly. So it's a no. Unless you mean a different vehicle, in which case, which one? Why? But this is a prime example. Why are you in an 8x4 but you have a normal trailer? That's not what the 8x4 axle is meant to be for. To be for. Schmack. It's meant for heavy trailers or doubles or triples. They are base game. They are base game, that's fine. But you can see, what's the point in using it for this? You don't see that in the real world. That's not how that works. You only really have maybe a 6x4. could be really heavy. Well, I think the heaviest box trailer you can have is about another one. 24 tons, something like that. It's just unnecessary, you know. It's very silly. Alex, I do recognize the name. You've been in a recent few streams. It's not like you took a break for years and years and then this is your first stream back. The baby trailer. The baby trailer is funny because of how silly it is. Another one, see? It's because when you... This one is at the end of the list, so people think this is the most powerful that you get. It helps with traction, probably on hills, perhaps. But for a lot of people, it doesn't. This one... Maybe I'll allow it. I mean, you've got 3 trailers. Maybe. This baby trailer. There we go. This scanner here in the background is using it correctly because they have a heavy trailer. That's good. Yeah, it's kind of an unofficial thing. I'm not going to ban you if you're using an 8x4 wrong. It's just funny to see it be used incorrectly for kind of common sense procedures. Yeah, for the HGT, that's fine as well. Like this one in the background here, even though they have a normal truck with it. Because HGTs are longer, heavier trailers. Just a single box trailer, usually unnecessary. When is the update? Hopefully sometime this week. We don't know yet. There's no date. Every time more and more people join the community, they don't know how long each previous version has taken. It takes no more than a week to support the update. For this one, they're probably trying to make all the elements of it work. One of them being... Oh, hey! Did you report yourself? One of them being... It's probably this, which was already too late. One of them being bringing up the money or the main menu, or what would be now F7. This thing apparently now opens something in full screen for some weird reason, which would be a terrible idea in TMP. So they may be trying to make an alternate method for that. These staff members can get banned. If they were to be banned, they'd probably be demoted first. F1. I get the purpose of it, so you've got a general everything necessary to look at, but the fact that it's a full screen, you know, it's because in single player it pauses the game. They don't dedicate it for multiplayer. Oh, in Convoy it becomes transparent, then we will just borrow that. We'll borrow that feature, same as we borrowed the map. When you're moving from the map, you've got a transparent background. Hype Train. Hype Trains start very delayed. Why is it starting now? I think there's a feature that I may have not been aware that might be enabled by default. I'm pretty sure hype trains also trigger when there's certain amounts of chat activity, because it thinks there's a lot going on, people might participate in this. I think that's a thing they added in the last few years, so it will start a hype train if the chat is particularly busy. Could be that. Even a VTC. I'm not in any normal VTC. We have our own little community one that people wish to join if they want. On Trucky. I need to change that link, I think. There's a better link to use. But it's on Trucky, so anyone can apply for that. You don't even really have to do too much. Just do a job every now and then if you really want to. Make some money. Go for it. It's for people that just want to log some jobs. Because why not? You do use it. Trucky shouldn't edit your FPS. If you still use the Overwolf version, then maybe. But buy as a standalone version, it should be fine. TB1. No, because I don't want people requesting for that. That's closed unless someone specifically wants to join it. I think Folk inquired the other day. Someone inquired the other day. So I opened it just for that. If you were to join one, what would it be? Now that I don't know. I don't know if it would be one of the generic, very large ones. because they're quite active and you have a bunch of events and such to attend. See, you braking too late. That's just too late. You're still speeding up, and then now you slam the brakes on. That's just too late. Even with no trailer. Prime would be a contender for it. Yeah, Prime, Aurora. Can't really think of any other really cool looking large ones off by heart. Why still on 157? Because the update hasn't been supported yet for both games. Northern Express. I'm not aware of what that one looks like. Speaking of Prime, the let me just get that on. These parodies are just, they're bad now. I don't like them anymore. And what was I going to say? If the update comes tomorrow, for example, I will post about it in the bulletin board thingy, which you should join. Some people look at the story, some people look at the bulletin board. A lot of people definitely don't look at the socials of the company. You have Amazon Prime, it does get you a free sub. You're able to use it on whatever channel you want, and you have to do it yourself. Because it doesn't auto-renew. How do you claim it? That, you just hit the gate. That I don't know. There's some sort of I think you connect your Twitch account to your Amazon account, and then that's how you're able to use it. And then when you go to sub, there'll be a tick box at the bottom that says use Prime. I banned you the other week. Congrats, Jake. Do you know what you got banned for? Do you understand what you got banned for? How much is Prime? £8 a month, I think. I have it for the delivery stuff. You also get Prime video movie things, the music that I think no one uses. And where is this, by the way? Bottom of Spain. And something else that I forgot. Books, if you want. If you have like a Kindle or something, which is also now owned by Amazon as well, you can get some books every month. If you buy just a sub, and buying a normal tier 1 sub costs less than you buying a Prime sub just to use Prime, I think. Level 1, 31% with 1 gifted sub. Was that YOLO's using the Twitch Prime? Because I appreciate that if that was. It might have been. Did I not even notice that? I appreciate that. Hello 91. I don't want to say your name out loud because that is a funny, very bad word in English. It's spelt differently, but it's said the same way. It's an unfortunate name. Follow me, guy. He lags, you swerved, and you crashed into an oncoming person. Ah, well, if your video shows that, that could be a good contender for your appeal, if you want. Jonas, I'm not going to remember that. It's a tomato. A tomato. Now, again, wrong way. How? All of that was fine. So what's the point in that? Heard there's a new record for most expensive trading card. No, I have not. How much? And who owns it? Wasn't it Logan Paul that recently bought one? Was it is it a Pokemon card or something else? Is it that one? 16 mil. How were they that expensive though? How are they that expensive? They're almost as bad as NFTs being pumped for no particular reason, but at least these ones are actual. There is something physical you can hold. How? How? Something like false reporting. You shouldn't false report already, but some of them we can't tell if there is a false report or not. You can rip it, yeah. And that's... Don't do that. NFTs were 2021, I think, was the peak of those. They then died. I think they're dead by now. They might have died about 2 years later. Arr, matey. It be lime. How you doing? Screenshotting? Yeah, I remember that used to trigger them on Twitter, didn't it? Some of them are so dumb, though. Some I liked the idea of the concept art of them, because I think this was back when AI image stuff wasn't perfect, so there was a bit of manipulation going on. You did it! Have a flower. I appreciate that. Thank you for using your Prime. Enjoy the badge and enjoy the emotes you get with that. It's the same as a tier 1 sub, so in terms of the perks. No more ads, no. 998 Japanese promo Pikachu Holo Illustrator Gem Mint 10. I don't know what most of those words mean, but that sounds cool. Like level 10 or rarity 10 or something like that. Neither. It's just words at this point. And the follow. You did the Prime before the follow? Goddamn. Did I just ban you? I don't know. What were we banned for? Are you a mod? Yes. I'm doing good too, big fan. Why did you just not bother slowing down until now? But I don't like when people do that. Let the person who's done the wrong thing just then be in front, because then they've definitely done a wrong thing. That's on them. This. It's one of those things where if you saw that in real time, that would just be a kick. Because it was quick. This trailer, however, I haven't seen one of these in a while. This is an old save, isn't it? Which has this glitchy thing, which I think the physics doesn't break with that anymore. I'm not too sure. When that was everywhere, you used to be able to reverse and sort of jackknife yourself, and then your truck would do some weird floppy stuff. It was strange. Could be blocking. Try to get out and you hit the barriers or someone else. That, no, I don't think that was one of the things I just saw. No. Hello, Light. Welcome in. Ungula's Prime. Oh. Still his one. Overworking. Oh, we are. Gonna drive today. Not today. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. And tomorrow, there's a fair few things as to how it will go. They'll be driving to any extent. If it is still in 157, then it's just more Nordic driving. If it's in 158, then it's the Valentine's jobs. Probably also in Nordic, while reviewing the UI. And maybe that's it. So, either one. Tomorrow is a driving day. Julie! What? Welcome in, Raiders. She was doing a very long stream for... What exact reason was it for? Just for Valentine's? Belated Valentine's? Ashley has not slept, I think. You... Yeah, maybe. Have you? Welcome to the crew. We play sim games. Primarily ETS2. There's more to that rhyme, but I don't remember it. For the vibes. Now finally. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. How long was the stream overall? She basically left the stream running. Julie did. Watching whatever video. This was about 3 or 4 hours ago now. And so I'm assuming you're well rested now. I hope so. I appreciate that. You both need to go to sleep. For a very, very long time. How about Alyssa? Has she slept? Popo, yep. That's the cycle of the raids. And if I find someone to raid, then 21 hours? Damn. If I find someone to raid, then you'll be passed on to them as well. But I appreciate it. It died in a VC? I'm sure they did, yeah. Because when I was tabbing in and out of it, I think didn't hear you for a while, and I only heard Alyssa speaking. No. Zoom is relating to the camera. Watch a report means I have to watch through one of these without skipping through it. It's one of those where they didn't do the severe bad thing yet. They didn't push, they just waited there. Redeem it if you want, you'll find out. You'll find out what it does. City Skylines. I like that game. Thank you for the follow. Renzo, welcome in. Good night. Good night. Sweet dreams. Appreciate you. Thank you for that, Tojo. At least you timed that well. Sadness doesn't. I've hydrated, and then after that, they'd redeem the hydrate. You know, those two can't hit each other. Can you click on buy bits and cheer 100? There's nothing stopping you, but you don't need to do that, though. I am in a lot of streamers' chats. Would you? How do you? What? Whoa! How do I have the partner badge then? What was that? How do I have the badge? I'm not in an org or anything like that. I'm not famous on other socials. That's how you get partner. Pull one of the others then, I guess. Birthday stream? I'll see what I'll do for my birthday stream. Every single person here has been reported. We are going through all of these. I think that purple one is cheating. There we go. I think they're cheating. Let's do that. Speaking of birthday streams, I hope she's gone now. She's not listening. Ashley's birthday is at the beginning of next month. Okay? It's coming up. It's coming up soon. Shh. They're all driving as a group. What date? The 1st. And then Leezy's is on the 2nd. Just funny closeness of their dates. They are getting older, yeah. So maybe a birthday stream, who knows? You'll remember it. Write it down in your calendar. Exactly a month after yours. Damn. Then mine is in May, so we've got time. Can you get banned for crossing a double white line? Depends on what you do when you cross it. You don't need a lazy. Well, you need to be in Ashley's stream. Ashley's streams around about the same time. They are live when I'm awake, when I wake up. How do they pop up? That's what I want to know. How do they go boof? And then I kind of want to watch them in real time now. Because what's the purple one? Just the purple one. There, which makes them bounce. That one seems more legitimate in terms of the physics being goofy. There, that one's not as bad. I want to check it. Where? That's not them. A couple of cars. One of them is purple. Not that. This one. This is purple. Is that the same purple, though? They're not together anymore. No, they would have gone further than that by now, right? How to use them? You use them on gambling. The cruise spelt correctly is the channel points, and the cruise spelt in a funny different way is the ones we just gamble to get more. Yeah, they wouldn't have gone this far in that time. You can't do that. So I think that was the other purple one. Wherever they are now. Somewhere. Who hates the new update? I've seen a few that don't like it, but the majority of people that I've seen feedback from enjoy it, or at least don't mind it. Pepto Bismol, yes. Maybe this is the same one. I don't know, because there is another car there. We'll have to re-watch the other reports from them. Day 1 asking. By now, I think it's maybe month 3 of asking me that. Okay. Just leave that. Proper review. You have this, where they make one of them go flying. That's just insane of how they just vertical, completely vertical. It's quite a lot. It's very high up. Remember the report IDs. We need to go and find the report IDs. Let new sounds. Apparently some of the engine sounds have changed. Has the scanner that I used, has that engine sound changed? But that's one of them where you can guarantee they're all in like a call or something, and this happens every single time. They're all in a call, but they don't know how to drive within proximity to each other, so they always end up hitting each other. My Scania changed. We shall listen to that then. Because I like the sound of mine. Does it sound more growly? If it does, then that's okay. Yeah, that one I'm not sure. 415. 15? That's really far back, but it is relevant. And 420. Was it 420? 420. And 478. From the inside, it sounds like a cardboard box. That's not good. CD Road. This is the CD Road now, yes. That's not good. Living in a box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Remember that? Is that the rhyme? You can tell they wanna pass. 495. That seems very recent. I'm checking through specific other ones relating to the person I was just looking at first. Then it's an Xbox. It runs out after a month and then you can use your Prime again, but you have to manually do it again. But you can choose another channel if you want to. That's how it works. So it's not, you're not locked into it. More aggressive. I might have to turn the volume up then, because my engine sounds are not insanely loud. Oh, that didn't work. That sucks. Sucks for you. The rest of it, though, was alright. We do have a Discord server. Command Discord. Either link should work. Join there. All socials are linked there. Chatting about various things are linked there. The VTC in quotes is linked there. That one's a bit, yeah, okay. 420 is that one. Which is the van behind them. Banger. Is this going to get me copyright whatever, even though my music is not in the one? Mia's. Think of the gifts. Plural gifts. I appreciate it. When's Promon's coming? They are updating on a different schedule to us. So, I don't know. On their site, though, they usually give you a little breakdown of what they're working on. This is helpful, because this is at the beginning of this one, and the other one is near the end of that one. So we see a little bit more. When will the new update come? Hopefully sometime this week. You recommended the playlist. Good. Good, good, good. Hopefully it is okay. It's still good to have the Twitch VOD track thing on. Just to make sure. But most of them should be alright. And for doing this bit in a lorry. Well, it is bannable. I'm going to ban them in a minute. Oh, nice. Okay, so not much else. It's just this bit. The amount of times you've been reported for people hitting you in a jam, that's funny. Because you didn't get out of their way, that kind of thing. So yeah, they're obviously speeding up because now you can start moving. You don't have to let the person go for the overtake because you shouldn't be overtaking in that spot. So the only result they have left is to do that. Yeah. Yes, it should automatically give you the role. We did have a Twitch sub channel, but it's not really of any benefit anymore because I didn't really do anything specific there. But you do get the role though. Okay, that's that one. This is me just looking at 1949. What's 1949 done? 78. That one. Devil! Sim 1. This is Sim 1. We're on Sim 1 now. Channel points. You can redeem things like Devil and Renzo did. That's what channel points are for. And you should have gotten some channel points, I think, for subbing, because now you're on a multiplier for channel points. This. How are they all doing that to themselves? Now stop. Next one. Crashed into everything and caused a jam. Have you reported them so they appear on this list? If you have, what's the number? Huh? Not their number, but this number. $905K. I think the highest I have had is about 200K, 300K. Something like that. Nice. Is that crash bannable? This one is, yes. Because why are you not in your own lane? Why are you doing that? $5 years. That would make sense. For this particular channel, that would make sense. Huh? Huh? Another just, what are you doing? Huh? There's no, oh, you're turning around, right. Only a 23-month sub. Not good enough. I've seen a handful of channels where people have well over 100 month in sub. This channel, because of course you automatically have the longest sub of your own channel, has over 100 now. So the longest ones that we have, I think Ali is one of them and things like that, are 80 months, something like that. Nice. How do you get more? You wait in a channel. Every X amount of minutes, I can't change how many it is, but every X amount of minutes you get more points. There's the purple one. I need to find the purple one again. Yeah. If you have reported them, it helps. I don't know if they're still doing something bad, though. It would be funny if it's the purple one. This one. And they said hello to me. So, let me guess. Is this you? Jim? Yeah? Why is everyone saying hello to me, huh? What's up with that? Can you gambit? You can gambit with the other form of cruise. For that one, do the command points. For that one. Those aren't channel points. They're different. Channel points are below the chat. The other crews are in the chat. What version is working on TMP? 157. We're about to update to 158 though. So if you want to hold off for maybe another few days, that's being optimistic, then you'll be on 158. Because the game is on 158. Hello, Blubble. What was I going to do? Can't remember. Top points. Scorby thing for the gift. Blood Ball, welcome over. How you doing? Fancy seeing you here. You have finally made it. You've made it. How you doing? If a fan DMs on Discord, do you reply? Well, I if it's relevant enough to reply to, because I don't like unread messages just sitting there. The number 1. I don't like unread messages. So you can message if you want. If you're in the server, you should be able to message, I think. There's me. This one. Or one of the other parked up ones. Don't be typing while driving, though. Don't be doing it. It's making you scared to go to TMP after you're banned. Why are you scared, though? If you know you're not doing anything wrong, you're fine. 1949 currently isn't doing anything wrong. They are just driving. This is why, Jim, I said it's recommended for you to report what they had done at the time, because at this very moment, they're not doing anything. And if it is you, because, I don't know, it's just a random assumption, then yeah. You speed. I am speed. Well, if you do, then you need to be careful. You can go at the full speed. If you hit someone or cause a problem, or you can't stop in time due to you doing the full speed, then we have a problem. Well, then you're trying to go around the speed bump? Can't really do that. Nice. But as we can see, as of now, they're fine. They may have done exactly what you described earlier, but no, at the moment, they're fine. And then what was in this one? You did something on its software? This is one thing I was describing to Juice earlier. If you... Nice. If you are starting on any new software that does whatever the hell, just mess around with it a bit, and you'll soon pick up a few features. Nice. This is the one, because this is the one that he... Yes, okay. We've got that one. He just drove into you. Oh, the very second that I teleported away from them after they were driving perfectly fine in a line, yeah? I have a feeling that the person you're talking about isn't on the server anymore, because this is them now, and they haven't hit anyone, because they're still in a nice formation. Thanks for that. Someone already did a... there's still one times I haven't done yet. Yeah, there is. One of them is about to overtake. You can send me something, yeah, if you want. I'll have a look. Not now. Given a 3-day ban for simply forgetting to look both ways. Well, then if you bumped into someone, that is unfortunately your fault. Not intentional, of course.
What does this do?
That does biddies. That's what that does. Yeah, that's why Jim's message just sounds a mess. Like the moment I wasn't looking at the particular person, they magically hit you. It does give money. 1 bit is 1 cent. So it converts over. I don't know how many that was. 21, appreciate that. It's going slow. Type into that, he has to go quicker. Right, okay. How about they're going at roughly the road's speed limit? The speed limit of the road isn't 110. From what I saw, they were driving fine. Okay. Are you responding? Are you reading anything else that people are saying to you, Jim? Come on.
Are we doing TTS now? Cool. Like what to say other than Twitch, YouTube, Kiko and Discord.
Nice. Other than the really wibbly wobbly that I assume they're trying to save themselves from with keyboard and mouse, and you keep trying to do it in the hopes that it will steady itself out. Did you actually... they, like, grazed one of them. This one. Like, that's a bit of a... Whoa, you know. But by that time, you realise that they tried to... They'd slowed down to a bit of a wiggly. Now they had slowed down. So... yeah. Sensitivity is too high. I think theirs is not enough because you're barely able to go around the corner. It's just they're not in control of the vehicle. At any speed. When you try to pass him, Jim, What are your logs? Jim, you're not listening to anyone in the chat, Jim. You're a troll at this point. There we go. Can I see my ban? Because I have. You don't think it's me. You just got banned when you were AFK. So are you ban evading or are you just making it up? Which one, Jim? What am I doing? Chat. And now they're pulled over, you see? Oh, you magically got unbanned. But then today, you were talking about seeing your ban. Are you sure it's them? There's a few outcomes here. Yeah, we can TP people, but I'm TPing to them. My camera is going to them. $48. This is why that's annoying. You think. You've just said they've hit you like 3,000 times. And now you don't know what the number is. $16.51. Okay, I do not believe you. So I'm going to ignore you. I don't believe you. How is it that much different? It's 4 numbers. Sometimes 3 numbers. Yeah, I don't believe you. Too bad. Too bad. Maybe that person is genuinely doing something wrong. What is this? This is a near. Introducing the sk. Or the near. Depending on what, why is that so stretched? And they've missed one of the wheels at the back. It's been a long time since I've done one of those sort of save it shorts. You can see the MAN thing in front of the Scania one. There's 2 layers of them. You better not make that yourself, right? You must have downloaded that, surely. Some people don't have any taste, do they? It's the... Ah! Two sets of backlights. Yeah, the trailer's clipping on the wheels. That's what they do when they... These are from the heavy trailers, so when you put those on your normal trailer, it lowers the entire trailer. I'm not 100% on what happens with that. It looks bad. Obviously, it looks terrible, yeah. Just a line of where the 2 sides of it meet. Yeah. Some are cool. Yeah, this one's not cool, but he wants me to make a video on telling him how to do any form of save editing. I do need to. Ooh. Felix, this is
my report 17,552. I accidentally bought bits, so now I can waste them.
You accidentally bought... You could have just typed that in. Is that your color? If you accidentally crash into ongoing traffic, depends on how you did the crash, really. Legal save editing. Yes, of course. I don't even want to try and make one of those bad ones for the meme, because they are that bad. Is anything from this vehicle still a DAF? Yeah, they're running on air right now. There's no tank, no nothing. But the lights from a Volvo are there. They don't have indicators, which might be covered up by something else. That's very quick acceleration. That's impressive. That was uphill as well. It's probably the Volvo engine, let's be honest. Drifting. Yeah, a little bit of a swervy. That might be the torque feature. There isn't one of them, or traction or something. You naturally drift to the right. That was fine. You can see the front lifting up slightly. That's normal. Can I play your son's band? Your son got banned for something? They need to appeal. This is not pro mods now. Happy about reaching 14k? I'm happy about reaching every milestone. It's insane. We're at about 17 and a half at the moment. That's insane. On all the platforms. I like going up in sets of either 1k or 100. Is that Kertrek? Is that why? Someone mentioned, spelled it wrong, but someone mentioned his name. Ah, well. So this person wants Kertrek's attention then, don't they? It's probably what they did. Oh, they're gone. They want his attention. Who'da thunk? I'm not very good at spectating at the same. I just need to... I used to be good at doing that. Matching their speed to check what their plates are. Anyway, I think that'll do. Check it, Ages Media. I see folks DM as well. I'll look at that afterwards. For me, I will look at that afterwards as well. Big much. Did we give a shout out for Julie? I don't know if we did. Nice. And then I'll give it that little bit of a cooldown, because there is a cooldown. Go drop them a follow. Friend of a friend. They have pretty chill streams. They play Valorant a fair amount. CS, things like that. Go for it. Ew, Val. Hey, it's not the only thing. It's just one of the one of them. Why not? I wonder if one last thing I want to check. I'm just that's not how you spell Calais. I keep spelling it like that. Hold on. One last thing I want to check. Could you imagine if okay, they're not still there. If that person with the weird triple was still there, that would be quite something. Give me Fortnite. Well, they have played it briefly, but I don't think they do the building mode of that. There's just so many characters on that game now. What even is the game anymore? It's very weird. It's very weird. I remember playing it when you just did this mission and you unlocked this cool skin, and it was an actual cool skin. It wasn't like Peter Griffin or something like that. That was fun. Can't spell. Leonard, try again. There's someone something ping. Like if someone hits you because of ping, or if you hit someone else because of ping. Ping by itself depends. It's very annoying to see someone driving in a busy place when they know they have high ping as well. Please avoid that. If someone hits you because of ping, probably not. But if you're repeatedly lagging, I can guarantee you shouldn't be in the busiest place. That's why.